Welcome back, campers. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Another week of the Corona Diaries coming up, but this week is a little bit different. We've got a bit of a twist on the standard, let's listen to Dan hammer on about something for about 8 minutes. It's not because I'm getting bored, and it's not even really because I'm running out of content. I just thought it might be really nice to give a few guys that I know the opportunity to present an episode if they felt like it. But as one of the guys informed me that once I send a text message saying, do you fancy recording an episode of the Corona Diaries, you can't exactly say no because you're going to sound like a bit of a dickhead. So apologies if I forced any of you into a corner. I've got to say I've seen the videos. And I want to just spend today's episode very, very briefly introducing the guys that are going to be talking this week. And I think it'd be absolutely fair to say that every single one of them have definitely not forgotten to put the soap in the water. Okay, I just want to say thanks for not only sending me a video, but clearly putting a lot of thought into it and clearly giving it the respect I think it deserves. And clearly understanding that if just one person picks up something from your video, it's a great thing. You know, we're really helping people. Now, I have got 4 guys talking this week who I respect massively. I invited them to speak on purpose because I thought they would do a good job. And as I said, they have all delivered. In no particular order, just let me tell you who's talking and let me tell you a tiny bit about them and then you can just enjoy the week with them spitting out their pearls of wisdom. So the first guy we got is a very old friend and client of mine called Martin Ovens. Now Martin is a character, okay? They broke the mold. They broke a big fucking mold as well. This geezer's about 6'5". He's a landscaper. Very, very colourful, interesting life that Martin has had. And Martin is a battler. Martin has been through a lot of shit. Some of it was by his own doing. I think he'd admit that. But he is a great guy. He is a lovable giant. He is incredibly dedicated to what it is he's trying to do. His family's expanding. He's really turned his life around in the last kind of 12 months or so. And with him being my client, I speak to him on a daily basis. And he is a landscaper, but also an incredible salesman, like really good. When Martin comes to your house to sell you a patio, you are quite captivated by him. He's got a lot of charisma and he's got a lot to say for himself. So he has, and I didn't ask them to pick a particular subject matter. He's done a little 8-minute video on a few tricks and tips and hints and tactics to close the sale, to get the sale over the line. So that's great, and that's a new little spin on the Corona Diaries because we haven't covered that today. Then I've got a guy called James DeWarn. Now James and me have known each other for probably coming up to maybe 2 years now. And James is a educator. He runs a group called The Toolbox, and The Toolbox was set up to help electricians with all sorts of things really, but mainly their marketing and helping them understand that they need to put a bid in at the other end of the business and not just be a great electrician on the tools. James is incredibly knowledgeable. James is a very, very good presenter. And he really knows his onions, I've learned a lot from him in the time that I've known him. And I know that his members get a huge amount of value out of being a member of the Toolbox. And so when he agreed to send me a little 8-minute video, I was really chuffed. He's a busy, busy guy. He's got his own things going on. And he's also given it 100%. You know, I think sometimes you think with people like James that he's just going to sit down, press record and smash out some inspiration for us all to get our teeth into. And actually, speaking to him, he's really kind of considered it. He's really realised that by his own admission, maybe he's not a motivator, he's an educator. So I want to say thank you, because you've provided a really great video. The third guy is a little bit famous on the Corona Diaries. He's the guy, Dan Maynard, who I said sent me a message about deciding he was going to bite the bullet and write a children's nursery rhyme book. I can't remember if I did or didn't say, but he sent me the draft about 4 weeks ago, and it is quality, like spectacular. And he sent me a message a couple of weeks ago, all around that kind of sometimes good news is disguised as bad. And the message was really, really long, and it was very, very personal and heartfelt, and it was a real kind of great example of issues are only issues if you look at them from a certain angle. And if you come at them from maybe a different angle, you might see the good in every situation. And when I read the message he sent me, I said, tell you what, mate, how about you record me an episode and just tell people this story? So that's Dan. As I said, I didn't really know Dan before I started doing these diaries. And I think Dan's encouragement and Dan's interest are one of the key factors to me really carrying on with this, and one of the key factors in people getting a lot of value out of this. So Dan, again, I know I've thanked you a lot of times, but thank you for making the effort and to give me the feedback that you did. And then the last guy I've invited to do a vid is one of my very, very oldest friends. He was one of the best men at my wedding. I've known this guy for God knows how long. We met in Ibiza. I was 18. I was coming back from a club at some ungodly hour in the morning, and then there was this Irish guy. In fairness, he was going out with a female DJ, and she stopped us, and she was pleasing to the eye, to be fair, and we got talking. And then we went inside and we met this angry Irishman called Greg Downey. And me and Greg have been great mates since. We have a very, very similar sense of humour. We've got a lot of shared values and beliefs. And we've been on many an adventure together. We've shared many a weird and wonderful and sometimes quite scary story. But Greg, of everyone I know, epitomizes don't give up. So that DJ, that angry Irishman, playing in some dive of a bar, like out of hours after club, 10 people on the dance floor, starts at 6 a.m, finishes at 2 p.m, horror show. He's now, an international DJ. Anybody who's into that scene, that trance scene, will know Greg Downey. He flies all over the world, Argentina, everywhere, you name it, he's played it. America, he's played in Vegas. And he's also, underneath it all, an incredibly grounded, incredibly hard-working dude. And they are my four for this week. I think you're all going to enjoy their videos. You're going to get a break from me, which is got to be a good thing. And give them some feedback in the comments. Let them know what you got out of it. And I hope you enjoy it. So a bit different this week. And once again, thank you to you four for agreeing to do this. And let's see how it goes. Cheers.